folks, what is up? This is One Big Bugga, and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And we're just going to continue on with our career. We're towing rice, of all things. Basic box trailer, nothing fancy. I am feeling a little bit... Oh, I actually went to bed, for me, slightly early. And, gears, not neutral. Yeah, but I went to bed slightly early. Trying to see the highway. And I feel like I slept pretty well. I only got woken up one time to adjust my pillows and take my puppies out, and then I went back to sleep and stayed asleep. But I also ended up getting up fairly early. I usually don't get up till between 9:30 and 10:30, and I actually ended up getting up around 8:30 or so about an hour early. And I don't know, I've just been feeling a little down. I've been feeling a little melancholy, and I think the main reasoning behind that would be that and not much further, let's see, we got about, what, today's the 20th, so in 10 days is going to be my wife's birthday. And of course it's going to be the first time that her birthday passes and she's not here. So I think that's playing a little bit in my head, even though I really haven't thought about it much this month. It's come up once, I think, between me and my mother-in-law. We mentioned it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Cars are going, then they're not. But yeah, you know, other than that, I haven't really thought about it. But it's very easy that it could have been in my subconscious all this time, and I just haven't realized it. So possibilities. Damn it, I missed. There we go. Now we got it. Well, now, you know, the traffic in this game sometimes drives me nuts. It goes slow, it goes slow, it goes slow, it goes slow. Then you catch up to them. You finally get the opportunity to go around them, then they take off. They're really annoying. But at least now I can move back to the middle lane and get away from the guardrail. Yeah, so I'm feeling a little tired, a little down today, but nothing serious. I'm actually still in a pretty good mood. I've been working on a new avatar in Second Life, and this is an avatar on a new account in Second Life. Fortunately, the accounts in Second Life are free. You don't pay for the accounts. Second Life makes its money off purchases. You know, you buy stuff in the market that people make, and Second Life gets a percentage of that. They sell server space to people, things like that. So it's all fairly well and good, honestly. But I made a second account on Second Life, and I've made up my first avatar on it. And this one's different in what I've been doing, obviously. This one is actually male avatar. I figured, you know, especially if I want to DJ. I know that my plans for DJing have been derailed to a degree. I still want to do it. I'm still looking forward to it, but I'm not working as hard to get the songs that I need. Like I said, I want about 700 songs before I start, and I've only got about 400 still, so I got to get 300 more songs, and I've just been putting that off, which I really shouldn't be. I don't know if we're actually going to get enough room to get around this guy. Oh, we are. Awesome. 18-wheeler bobbing and weaving out of traffic. That's actually pretty funny. And not unheard of, I'll tell you that much. I've seen that. Ah, shit. 45 should be good. And I know if you're looking right now, you're going, but you're going 75. No, I meant my analog speedometer, not my digital. But I'm proud of my new AV, although my friend mentioned something that might want to make the head a little bit bigger because the body mod that I have for it makes the body bigger. Oh, I sped up too soon. That's alright, we just made some money from another driver. So the body mod makes the body a bit bigger, so I might want to increase the head size, and I just kind of like slammed my head onto the desk when he said that because damn it. Tried to lock in at 105, it's not working. There we go. Because in order to make the head bigger, I have to make the head bigger, the ears bigger, the jaws bigger. I'll have to readjust the eyes and the hair. And that's just not something I'm looking forward to doing. But at least I don't have to redo the teeth. Teeth, yes, I went as far as to set up my avatar with new teeth rather than the teeth that came with the default body. It was an interesting little endeavor. Basically, I had to learn on the fly by reading what's known as a note card in game how to delink items from a certain thing. So I had to learn how to delink the old teeth from the head. Man, that was a bit of a freeze. I haven't had that happen in a while. I had to delink the teeth from the old head, move them out of the way. Yee! Speeding. I didn't even see a camera. Oh well. I'm in kind of a I'm just driving mood right now. Lost my train of thought. Yeah, I had to learn to delink the old teeth from the head, get them out of the way, adjust and line up the new teeth, and get them to link to the head so that they move with the head, just not floating. Oh, this is funny game. You just fine, whatever. Because coming through here is a little faster. Blazing through a gas station at 65 miles an hour. Because okay, game, you win. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to readjust the head on my avatar, make it a bit larger. Shit. But I could have kept going though. I could have just stormed down the way and then come back up on the other side. Just hope there wasn't a car coming. But I'd rather not. Again, why I travel in the middle lane versus traveling in the proper lane that I'm supposed to, which is here in England, the left lane. Would be the right lane anywhere else. Yeah, I'm just not looking forward to adjusting the head size because of everything I'll have to adjust and tweak to get it to sit right, you know. If it was just the head and jaw, it'll be fine. I'm worried that I'll have to readjust the teeth as well, but I don't think I will because the teeth are linked to the head, which means the teeth should adjust in size and position with the head. So I'm going to do that. I just don't know how much larger I'm going to make it, but larger. Because when he mentioned, I did realize that the head looks a little small sitting on top of the neck and shoulders that it's on. So But yes, my new avatar is a demonic fell steed. Stallion, of course, as I said. It uses a base mod that I'm very familiar with. It's known as the Avinity horse mod. And it uses one of my favorite modders for body mods when it comes to the Avinity bodies, and that is a guy known as Blunderforge. I actually have 3 Blunderforge body mods. So I use the Blunderforge Fell Stallion mod, but I wasn't happy with the tail, and I wasn't happy with the hair. The hair doesn't come with the Blunderforge mods. It's just you know, you can find yourself a black hair. Well, if I was to keep everything, I really would have wanted the hair to be like a fire green. Preferably on fire, because the hooves are on fire, the tail's on fire. So why not the hair as well? Unfortunately, that didn't exist. There was only regular fire hair, yellow-red fire hair. So I'm like, oh, jeez, that's not gonna look right. So what I ended up doing is I ended up chucking the tail, I chucked the base hair, and I chucked the bottom half of the legs from the knees down. I bought a new tail, new hair, and new digi-legs, as they're called. Meaning, that they are bent in a way that a horse would be, rather than bent like a regular human's legs. So it's known as digi-legs. So I went and I did that, and put it all together, and it actually looks good. Even though on the body, the rune markings on the body are green on a black skin, it still really looks good. It just looks like green rune markings on a black fell steed who, I have fire hooves and I have fire hair. Of course, I've got the demonic red eyes. Very typical. The eyes I bought, they're known as the nebula swirl. And they're basically, they look like, a swirling galaxy. And I tinted them red, put them in. He also has demonic wings. That's not something I'm usually big on. I usually ignore wings, unless I'm on an AV that's supposed to have wings, because a lot of the times I find putting wings on a character that's not supposed to have them just kind of a little tacky. But for some reason, I happened to come across this set of wings while I was looking for something else, and it just looked really nice. So I decided, well, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll do it. I'll get them. They weren't expensive. I'll get them, and I'll say, please just don't off-ramp on me here. You're gonna off-ramp on me, aren't you? And I put them on them, and they looked really good. All I had to do was tint them down to a black color, and they look really nice. When they're folded, they just look like they're like skeletal bone wings, but when you open them, then you see fire feathers all over them. And they actually look really nice. And I was surprised, and I kind of like hated myself as well, because I've always thought that doing something like that was a little tacky, and yet here I was doing it. But what can you do? I like it. And yes, going into a subject I don't really should need to, but or a lot of people may want to, but I'll just keep it short, brief. He is also fully functional, and I'll just leave it at that and let you figure out what the rest means. So I'm really proud of him. Like I said, just the head I've got to adjust up, which I'm not looking forward to, because that means adjusting the eyes, like I said, the ears, the hair. That's just a lot of crap to deal with, and I already had a hard time dealing with the teeth. Once I get them done, it should be all good. I put them in a long, like, kilt-like skirt rather than pants right now, because finding pants that fit to digilegs, it's really difficult. You know, they're out there, they make them, but it's not the easiest thing to find. You know what? If you're gonna give me a ticket, just give me a fucking ticket. I don't care. So I found this really long black skirt that seems to work really well, and I'm fairly happy with that. How many speeding cameras I passed? I didn't get a single speeding ticket until now. Ah, well. Thank you for reminding me where I am, car, and that I need to turn on this side. But if you're wondering, my character's name is also Acheron. That, you know, that's not right. Look behind us and you see a perpetual sunset there. I don't know if that's right or not, because look at the time. It's 1:30 in the morning. I know we're heading north in England, but does England have a perpetual day cycle? I don't think so. So that seems to be just a tad off. I don't know. I guess YouTube's been having problems too. YouTube's updated, and a lot of people have been complaining about how the playbacks are going, and I gotta say, I can't argue. I've been getting the playbacks freezing a lot, not running right. Anyways, as I was saying, my AB's name is Acheron. That's Acheron. I'm not going to try and pronounce the last name off the top of my head. I need to be looking at it to pronounce it properly. So, it's very long, starts with a PH. If you don't know who Acheron is, he is a lead character in a series, well, technically not the lead character in a series of books, but he always appears in a series of books written by an author named Sherilyn Kenyon. And the series of books is known as the Dark Hunter series. And it deals a lot in gods, warriors, werewolves, werebears, things like that. I mean, it's really hard to explain. It's a really in-depth world. It's set in a modern age with a goth theme to it. At least a little bit. I mean, everyone's like wearing leather jackets, chains, kind of bikerish, but gothish as well. Anyways, I don't want to say, that looks like a steep corner for 105. And I'd have been right. The only reason I knew that was the bus. But anyways, Acheron is kind of like the last Atlantean god. alive. The entire Atlantean pantheon. I mean, it even gives this whole funny, like, well, it's not funny. It's actually a well-done reasoning behind why Atlantis was sunk and no longer exists. You know, the Greek gods do exist, as well as the other gods, and Acheron is the last Atlantean god with amazing powers. Well, of course, amazing powers of God. What I say is, like, each god is associated with a specific power, and Ash's power, I believe, is the power prophet, which means whatever he says comes true. And he's also the harbinger of the end of the world. His mother is known as the Destroyer, and if he were to ever go and visit her in the prison that she's locked up in, she would be freed. She would be freed, and oh, thank you. Again, trying to get my speed locked in. Okay. She would be freed, and when she's freed, she would immediately go and kill Apollo and Artemis, who in this book are the moon and the sun. Apollo is the sun, of course. Artemis, I don't know if it's usually linked as the moon. I don't really follow the Greek mythology anymore. Used to when I was younger. But by destroying the god of the sun and the goddess of the moon, would end up destroying the sun and the moon, which of course would mean the end of the world. So Acheron can never visit his mother because he does not want to destroy the world. Anyhow. I don't know why I went so far into depth about that. Acheron is a tall person, standing about 6'7", I believe. Muscled, but not, you know, like heavily bodybuilder muscled. You know, that lithe kind of. If I had to compare, maybe if you know Attack on Titan, Aaron's Titan, the Rogue Titan, that kind of muscle. Kind of like a middleweight MMA fighter in tip-top shape. Muscled, but at 6'7". Of course, he has a tragic past, very tragic, and I don't know. I just like him, and I love the name Acheron, and so I've semi-constructed my AV around the vision of Acheron. You know, tall, well-muscled, but not overly so. Leather jacket. Instead of a black t-shirt underneath, I decided to go with a chain and leather harness. Something that Acheron wouldn't actually wear, but I can't deny that it looks really fucking cool. The galaxy eyes, the swirling eyes, are there for a reason, because Acheron's eyes are swirling eyes. He doesn't actually have like normal eyes. His eyes have been said to swirl with colors. So I got the swirling galaxy eyes to represent that. And what else? Oh, yeah, I want to eventually get him leather pants, because that's what Acheron wears, leather pants. And it would look better on my AV than the long kilt that I have him in, because it looks a little bit off with the flaming hooves. But what can you do? Oh, I think maybe part of the issue I might be having is that my cards are overly dusty and actually need to be dusted off, as well as my CPU, but I won't be able to do that until I get paid the beginning of November. And actually will probably be the end of October. I'd be getting paid early. So, and I'm gonna have to slow down because, you know, rotary out of nowhere. But at least it's a big rotary. Not a small one. So that counts for something. Yeah, I'm actually, like I said, I'm proud of my AV. I've already gotten several compliments on how well it is and how unique it looks. The fire hair definitely is something that helps. I wish the tail could look the same. I bought one fire tail and put it on, but fortunately it didn't cost much, and it just didn't look right. Not a bad tail, but it just didn't look right. I mean, it was entirely fire, and had I looked closer at the pictures, I would have seen that. So I found another tail that's a standard, what they call flexi tail, which means the tail moves as you do. And it's black, but it fades into a reddish yellow color at the end to give the impression of it being a tail that was or can be on fire. So the color scheme matches, but the hair, man, the hair is amazing. And if I could find a tail that matches that hair, perfect, absolutely perfect. But it can only do so much. I've been considering just getting some in-game snapshots and uploading snapshots of my various avatars. I don't know if I want to though. I might not. Oh, thank you. You know, I've always wanted to run down the street while driving, particularly in this game. And, you know, just run in the middle of the road where those markers are and just run them all over, but can't do that in this game. You could actually do it in the real world, and you would sustain a little bit of cosmetic damage to your vehicle, but not much. Here, it would be significant damage. It's kind of funny, because I can knock over a street sign no problem and suffer very little consequence for doing that. But God forbid I gently touch a marker on the side of the road. My truck will be hit with 10% damages out of nowhere. Wow, we're just about at the end of our run. I didn't realize that. We have about 70 more kilometers to go. That's really cool. Hey. And then we're going 113. I know what the speed limit is. 50 is usually good. I'm really feeling tired right now. I'm gonna go probably shower after I'm done recording this, and get something to eat, get some lunch, see if that helps. Thank you. Was not watching the mini-map at all. I've just been paying attention to the road. So I haven't been watching the GPS. I did not see how steep that corner was. Yeah, I'm feeling really tired, so hopefully the shower and the food will make me feel a little bit better. I might have eaten by now, but my mother-in-law was cooking, so I just grabbed me some extra drink. I've been really cotton-mouthed lately, and I don't know why. I have been constantly dry-mouthed. I mean, my lips feel dry, cracked, my throat, my mouth has been dry, and I don't know why. It's almost like no matter how much I drink, I can't see very well with the sun in my face. And yeah, I was up to 113 again. That's one of the main reasons I ride cruise control, is because I'm help keep me from going ridiculous speeds because I'm not paying attention to the speedometer. I'm like fully zoomed in on the road ahead of me, you know? Does not help that the game sun is blazing straight in my face. There we are. Wick. And there is a couple of places in here to get as well. Oh, I passed it. Well, I can't go that way. Yeah, up on the sidewalk because this is not the right way to go. Sorry. What I didn't. Must have been a sign or something. Must 4-2 turn around. Now what I hit? Shut up. Being tired is just not helping my matters any right now. Although I cannot, for any reason, blame. Fine then. Drive on the fucking sidewalk. How you like them apples? I cannot in any way, shape, or form fully blame me being tired. For my screwing up as much as I am right now. But it is contributing at least a little bit. Because it kind of puts me in a, you know what, fuck it, I don't care, I'm here, I just want to get this done kind of mood. And there's no garage around here that I can see. So any damage I just did to my truck by pulling that ridiculous stunt gets to stick. Hopefully we're not too damaged. Excellent! Meaning no damage. Awesome. And we get our last ADR. Cool. Yeah, let's see, there's no garage around here at all, which is kind of funny because there's a... yeah, the garage is like way the fuck up there, and that's too far away. So it looks like there's a place to... No, that looks like to buy a garage. Is there even a place to rest around here? Is there even a place to rest here? All the way the fuck out there? I may have to go there, which means fuck it, I'm going to the garage too. Oh, my TV is bitching at me that it's going to turn itself off. Okay, TV. Hey. All the way around, see if we can make this swing. Yeah, we'll be fine. But before I can go to the rest area or the garage, I need to get that. I have to get that poorly placed recruitment agency. Okay. My mother-in-law is going to pick up my niece from school. She's just telling me where she left the phone. Don't hit the house, don't hit the house, don't hit the house, don't hit the house, don't hit the house. We didn't hit the house, we hit the house. Oh well. Apparently not the worst thing to happen. Screw you again. Oh fuck, I need to go this way. If this is not a clusterfuck of mistakes, I don't know what is. Yeah, because see, that's a garage I could buy, but I've already said that's not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to buy a garage until after I upgrade all of my other trucks. Oh yeah, no trailer, gloves are off. We're gonna see what this baby can do. Up to about 90. Oh. That was some serious speed. We were up to 150 kilometers. 151. Now, the normal thing to do would be to just rest right here, but... Oh yeah, wrong side of the road. Wow. All this time I've been driving on the right side of the road, and now I'm just like totally fucking up at the end. I am not much. Well, you're kind of in my way. You know what? Fuck you. With everything that's going on right now, just fuck you. I'm sorry. Things were going so well, and then you know, I actually thinking back. I'm thinking back right now. Over this video what I've been doing. I bet if you go back, and I'm starting to think that being tired has played a bigger part in my issues that I've been having. I think it's playing a bigger part in everything that's been going on here than I'm giving it credit for. Because if you go back, I think you'll be able to see my slow descent into insanity. uh, as I slowly get worse and worse and worse as the trip goes on. All right, a couple things I want to do real quick. I want to check my drivers, especially my new one. All right, you've got all your things open, so now I want you on long distance only. You're on EDR still, you're on EDR, you're on EDR. Good, good, good. Okay, truck manager. This is the first truck we bought. So we're going to start upgrading it. And we're going to upgrade it with a 6x4 chassis to start. Then we're going to give it bigger engine. And better transmission, 78,000. Can we put the big cab on it? 98,000. That's just a little bit too much. Oh, the big cab takes away the chassis as well. Fuck. It's 141. 141,000 to get that. All right. So we'll go with the chassis, motor, tranny. I probably should hold off on the chassis until I put the cab on, because if it's just going to take away the chassis, especially the chassis is really expensive. I'd love to just do the cab, which is 66,000. If I take away the transmission, 88,000. Right, that's what we'll do. We'll just put the tall cab on it for now, and then we'll do the chassis and engine next. Oh wait, it has the engine. We'll do the chassis and transmission next, and then we'll do all the little stuff afterwards. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, folks, that's going to be me done for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've been enjoying bringing it to you. Until next time, this is going to be One Big Bugga. I will be signing out.